I am here to speak with you about very important topic and something that I believe drastically changed my life. Before we get to the actual topic, let's speak about something that probably known to most of you, if not every single one of you. How about New Year resolutions? Have you ever done one that January 1st, I'm going to start watching my diet, start going to go to gym, start going to read the books, write diary, whatever the case might be. We all done it once upon a time at some point in our lives. But guess what happens? Most of the time, we don't stick to our resolutions. So, here's my little story. 2017, New Year's Eve, I'm saying, okay, next year I want to change. I want to be healthier, I want to look better, I want to exercise more. And January 1st, 2018, I wake up early, I turn on music, I do my exercise for an entire hour, and I feel great. Same happens January 2nd, 3rd, and I actually go with my resolution for about 6 months. So I did not give up, not like many people, and guess what happened? I did not change much. Yes, my weight went down a little bit, but I still had the same problems I had January 1st. My headaches, my lack of energy. I tried to watch my diet, but it did not change much in terms of my outcomes. And like I mentioned, I exercise for about an hour every single day, 7 days a week. Common, many of you probably tried it. I'm exercising, or I'm dieting, or I'm doing something else, but at the end, I don't get the results I want. Or I do get them for some time. Once I stop, results stop. And we go back to square one. Known situation to most of you, right? So here's the same thing with me. I did this and I realized I could not sustain it any longer. And then something happened. A friend of mine introduced me to a system. We call it now concept of health. And this concept of health was so simple that when I heard it, I said it cannot be true. It cannot be really what it is, because everybody would be doing it. It's so logical. And he said, just give it a shot. And I did. I really trusted this person and I trusted my feelings. I did the process, and guess what happens? I started exercising less, and my weight and my weight started going down, my physical strength started going up. I started doing those things that I'm going to speak with you in a second, and my energy level skyrocketed. My headaches gone. My general outlook is much better than what I had when I was exercising every single day, entire hour. So, sounds exciting? I don't know about you. For me, even though I'm speaking right now, I am excited about sharing this information with you because it changed my life. It's changing the life of people around the world, and it may change yours if, and that's only if, you decide to follow this path. It's not necessary, you're not required, it's your choice. But let's get to this system. So, concept of health. There are 6 steps. Let's start with number 1. We always have to start at the beginning. And number 1 is our mindset. You probably heard this, what you focus on grows. So let's just imagine we focus on illness. Guess what's going to grow? Your health? No, your illness. You focus on your health. What do you think is going to grow? Yes, your health. You focus on negativity. Are you going to have a happy life? Forget about it. But if you focus on the positive things and you're looking in every single situation for something positive, guess what? Your life will be getting better. So, step number 1, your mindset. You have to focus on your health, not your illness. You have to focus on positive things because you want to be happy, right? Not the negative things. Step number 2. Remember I said exercise for an entire hour every single day, and I saw some results, but they were not what I expected and they were not sustainable. So our body is built of muscles. Our hands, everything is built of muscles, and if we do not move it, they die. Just imagine you take your hand and tie it to your body for 2 months. Do you really think your hand will be the same 2 months later? Yeah, it will be the same right hand. It will not be able to do the same exact things you did before. So, we have to exercise our muscles, but we cannot do it for hours. It's just not sustainable in our crazy busy lives as we do have them. So, what I started doing 15 minutes a day, every single day, some kind of exercise that fits into my schedule, fits into my daily routine, and it exercises my entire body. That's what's important. Not just exercising a lot, but exercising the entire body regularly. And give it rest, because we actually grow when we're resting. So, step number 2 is physical activity daily, but don't go crazy about it. Step number 3. This was probably the hardest step for me because I really did not believe it is necessary. But once I heard the reason for it, I said how silly and stupid my approach to life was. Look at this. You probably heard this too. So you see, I'm saying so many things you already heard of, but just put them in the puzzle that I'm showing you. We are built about 70% of water. Every single human being on earth, from the baby born to an elderly person, in average have 70% of the water. When we're born, it's about 90. When we're elderly, it's about 60. Did you see what just happened? 90, 60, we dry down. But people in my age, about 40, 43, I'm about 43, we have about 70% water in our body. And I like to keep it that way. But I did not drink water. If I would drink one bottle of water, I will be very happy person. And otherwise, I would probably just drink 5, 6, 7 cups of tea, some juice, some soda, something, but not the water. But guess what? Our body is pure water. Did you see any dogs or cats drinking soda, tea, coffee? I don't think so. Why we, even though we are also part of animal kingdom, drinking some other substances that are not natural? So, going back, water, we have to understand why. So, point number 1, we are 70% of the water. So imagine 70% of our problems are what we drink. And again, it has to be water. Number 2, the water has a function, actually 2 functions that I would like you to know about. There may be more, but I want you to know about 2 functions. One is a detoxification. It's a solvent that our body uses to remove majority of the toxins, and you will hear later on today about this. But number 2, and its transportation function. Water is transporting to our cells, the smallest building blocks of our body, all the nutrients that we need to build our cells, to build our body, and to feed it with energy. The water, the same water, takes from the cell waste and removes it from our body, so we don't collect that stuff. And again, you will hear later presentation about detoxification, so I'm not going to go much into this. But just understand, if you do not drink the water, this process of transportation is damaged. So there is really no way your body can function alone. And I don't say you cannot live long life. You may, but guess what happens if you actually do it properly? You will have even longer life with higher quality. And that's what our point is. So when we're talking about water, we have to know about 2 things. Number 1 is quantity of water. Number 2 is quality of water. We have to drink water of a proper quality and within proper quantity. And many of you heard, drink alkaline water, drink some other kinds of water. Here's the thing. The proper water that is bioaccessible has to have 3 major characteristics in terms of its quality. It has to be alkaline, that's true, you heard about it already. It has to be negatively charged, meaning that you will save energy on your body, and it has to have a structure, which will easily get to your cells. So you will learn more about water as we go along. Step number 4. Step number 4. And step number 4 is a very important step, which we don't usually think about. You all wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you comb your hair, you wash your face, probably do the same thing in the evening, right? Or most of us. But we don't do anything, or most of us again, don't do anything for our internal body. Inside of us, there is the entire new universe. We have viruses, bacteria, fungus, and parasites living inside of us, and they are also functioning, so they creating the waste that is remaining inside of us. They eat stuff that we're supposed to take, and that all takes away from us. So if you don't take care of those things, they're going to take care of you in the bad way. So there are 3 little sub-steps that we recommend you to do. First, detoxification. Remove toxins. You will hear about it later. Remove parasites. You do not need them. They don't serve any positive purpose for your body. Take under control viruses, bacteria, and parasites, and fungus. I'm sorry. And last step in the internal hygiene process is take care of your intestine. You heard that your immunity system lives in your intestine, and if your intestine is dirty, your immunity cannot be healthy. So, moving on. We are now going to the step that all of you know, and most of you probably do, a proper nutrition. You eat good food, you buy supplements, you buy vitamins, but guess what? If you didn't do the prior steps, this is number 5. Step number 5 cannot be productive if you did not do the proper things. If your water doesn't deliver the nutrients to your body, you're just paying for expensive urine. If you have parasites, that they will eat the nutrients before you do, so again, you're not getting what you're paying for. So you have to take step number 5 at the proper place. And next step, which is also very important, even though it's the last step, it's protection. Once you build your beautiful, clean, healthy body, don't you think you want to have a shield around it? Don't you want to protect it, to keep it that way? Absolutely. And here's what we're protecting ourselves against: free radicals. It's the toxins that come to our body from outside. They developed inside of our body as well. We have to get rid of them because they demolish in our body, and they're making us to age faster. And that's for we use antioxidants. Number 2, electromagnetic fields. I'm right now with a cell phone. You're probably watching me on the cell phone or computer. That's electromagnetic field. We have to protect ourselves against that. And that has to be also done daily, regularly. Finally, harmful chemicals. You find them in laundry supplies and cleaning supplies, dishwashing supplies. Even though you have all the clean and good body, but you wash your dishes with that, you still put it in your system. So make sure that you hear me well. Write it down. If you don't understand what I'm speaking right now about, maybe it's too confusing, even though it's not supposed to, speak with people who invite you here. They will guide you through these steps one more time. I'm going to go real quickly. Your mindset, daily physical activity, proper hydration, internal hygiene, nutrition, and protection. If you do these 6 steps with or without our products, you will extend your life. If you do it with our products, it will be safer, easier, and more comfortable. Thank you so much.